Hello viewers, you are welcome back once again on my channel. So today we'll be cutting an asymmetric flare dress, asymmetric, a flare dress or one side or one shoulder dress. So that's here for today. Okay, so I'll be using this fabric for this tutorial. Without wasting much of our time, let's dive into the tutorial. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and fold my I'll be folding my fabric into a triangular form. Remember, it's a flare, asymmetric neckline. It's a flare dress. So I'll first of all fold into a triangular form. All right. So now this is what I have. So I'll go ahead and fold it into a triangular form. All right. So okay guys, so like I said, I'll go ahead and fold it into triangular form. Normally if you want to fold into a triangular form, you can do this way, but when I fold this way, I found out that this side is short. It will not be enough for the dress length, because the dress length I'll be working on is 42 inches plus extra 1 inch for folding allowance. So what I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and fold it in a triangular form this way, so that I'll be able to get my full length. Okay, so you can see this way I folded it, I'll be able to get my full length. So I'll go ahead and fold it this way. So it all depends on the fullness you want. If you watch here, you can see I made it to reach, you can see what I mean. So now I have my triangular form. So this is my triangular form now. With this way I fold it, I'll be able to get my full length without any joining. Okay, so after that, the next you're going to do is to mark your starting point or your shoulder line. So how do you get your shoulder line? So the first thing I'll go ahead and do right now, I want to be sure. Okay guys, so now the next thing I'll do is to get my starting point. So from here, from this angle, from this smaller part, the triangular part, so what I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and place, to get my starting line, my shoulder measurement. I'll be using my shoulder measurement, which I have the shoulder measurement of 17 inches. So 17 divided by 2, so I'll go ahead, you can see it's 8.5. So here you can see I have 8.5 here. So I'll go ahead and make a straight line. So this is my shoulder. So I'll mark a straight line here, which will serve as my shoulder line and as well as my starting point. So from here now, from this angle, I'll go ahead and get my armhole depth, my armhole line. So I'll be using 8.5. So go ahead and mark your armhole. So this place is my armhole. So from here, I'll go and make a straight line. It will serve as my chest line. Okay, which will serve as my chest line. So after that, now the next thing I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and mark out my arm, my shoulder measurement. Okay, so remember, this is my shoulder measurement. So I'll go ahead and connect the line. I'll make a straight line. It's more like in a slant form. So I'll use my curve rule. So this is my armhole curve. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. So this is my armhole curve. Okay, so from here I'll go ahead and get my armhole curve. So from this my chest line, now I'll go ahead and divide my bust measurement, by 2. Okay, let's first of all input our neckline. So I'll be using the neck width of 4 inches, neck width here of 4 inches. Then the neck there, I'll be cutting one first. So I'll be cutting maybe the back first or the front first. They are all the same. So now just cut one part first. So I'll just mark 2 inches or 3 inches. This is not the actual neck, but we are going to use it as a guide. So I'll just go ahead and connect it this way. This is just as a guide. This is not our actual neckline. Remember, we are doing asymmetric neckline. So from here, I will be slanting my shoulder by half an inch, or you can slant by 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and slant the shoulder. So this is my shoulder slope. So after this, now from this my chest line, go ahead and impute my bust measurement divided by 4 plus extra 1 inch of sewing allowance. You can add 1 inch or 1.5. So this is my measurement here. So from here now, from my starting line now, or shoulder line, go ahead and mark out my length, the dress length I'll be working on. So I have 42 inches. So I'll use extra 1 inch for my folding allowance. Okay. Okay, so from the shoulder line, my starting line, I'll go ahead and measure my dress length. I have 42 plus extra 1 inch, so that will give me 43. So I'm going ahead to mark my 43, my dress length. So starting from your shoulder line, we are going to measure the the length. So this is what I have here. All right, so after marking out the length, okay, so after marking out the length for my bust line, my bust measurement, I'll go ahead and make a straight line down to the dress length from my bust measurement. Remember, your bust divided by 2 plus extra 1 divided by 4 plus extra 1 inch of sewing allowance. So I'm going to, from that measurement, you go ahead and mark it straight down to the dress length, or you can slant it if you have extra allowance at the down. So after that, the next thing I'll go ahead and cut it out. So I'm done cutting it out. So I went ahead and cut extra another one, which will serve as the back. So one will serve as the front, while the other will serve as the back. So actually, this asymmetric neckline will be having a coat sleeve. So one sleeve will be shoulder, then the other sleeve is going to be a coat sleeve. So now I will open the two parts together, the front and back. I'm going to face them together, right side facing each other. So this is what how you can see the flare. So if you don't want it to be too full, you can reduce your flare while folding in a triangular form. So now I'm opening it up. Okay, I've match the two, right side facing right side, because we are going to be cutting the asymmetric neckline as well as the coat sleeve. Okay, sorry guys, I didn't know my camera shifted, so sorry about that. So now we're about to cut the asymmetric. One of this shoulder, one of the sleeve will have a coat sleeve, while this one have a normal sleeve. So because of this, I'll come down here by 4.5 or 5 inch. So let's say 4.5. So this is my 4.5. Remember, we use 2 inches for the neck depth. So now I want it to be a little bit down. I want it to go down. So I'll go ahead and mark 5. So from here, from one part of this sleeve, we are going to connect it. So this I came down by 5 inch. So this is to enable me to know how deep, or how deep I want the neckline to be. Okay, so like this. So this is it. So I'm going to connect it into this 4.5 or 5 inches. So here is going to have a coat sleeve, while here will be a normal. But if you want to make a sleeveless, one hand sleeveless, all you need to do is to just go ahead and blend it into the armhole. Okay, so you just blend from here now, you just blend it right into the armhole. So which means here there will be no sleeve, but because I'll be adding another sleeve which is going to be a coat sleeve, so I'll go ahead and cut it into this 4.5. So now this is what I'll do. All right, so this is it. You can see. So after this, now the next thing I'm going to do right now. So after cutting, the next we are going to do is I'll go ahead and cut the sleeves. The sleeves I'll be using, I'll cut the sleeves, then I'll cut the pocket because I'll be inserting pocket into this dress. So after that, I'll go ahead and I'll be using a bias. You can use your bias strip to turn your neckline, or if you want to use maybe a facing, depend on your choice. So what I'm going to do right now, I'll go ahead and so first of all, let's cut our sleeve. Okay, I will leave a tutorial on how to cut your sleeves. Okay, so after that I will show you how you can cut your coat sleeve. Okay guys, so now I'm done cutting the two sleeves. So this is my sleeve. Remember, one will be coat sleeve, then the other one will be a normal sleeve. So right now go ahead and remove one of the sleeve. So this is the normal sleeve. So this one, I'll use this as the coat sleeve. So for us to cut our coat sleeve, after cutting your normal sleeve, so you go ahead from here, you determine where how deep you want your coat sleeve to be. So mine, I'll be using 3.5. You can use 3 inches, 4 inches or so. So from here, from this edge now, I'm using 3.5. So from here, I'll go ahead and measure 5 inch. So here I have my 5 inches. You can use 4 or 4.5. So after that, you go ahead and connect it. So you just connect it like this. So this is your coat sleeve. This is how to cut your coat sleeve. Okay, or depends, you can still use your curve if you want it to be a little bit curvy. So everything depends on what you want. So this is my coat sleeve for the other part. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out. All right, so let's measure and see. I have about 5.2 or so. So it is enough. All right, so this is how to cut your coat sleeve. So now the next I'm going to do, like I said earlier on, I'll just go ahead and use a bias. You can use your bias or interfacing to finish the neckline. So after which, but I'll first of all join the shoulders. So after joining these shoulders now, I'll use a bias strip to turn the neckline. After that, I'll go ahead and attach my sleeve. Please remember the front part, I forgot to shape it out. Remember the front armhole, you have to give it come in by half an inch. Okay, remember the normal way we do it. So this will enable you to know this is the front part. So when you're attaching your sleeve, so this is it. I'll first of all join the shoulders, then finish the neckline with a bias strip. So I'll join my two sleeves. The coat sleeve itself, I also use a bias strip to finish this edge. So I'm going to use a bias strip to finish this edge of the coat sleeve. So after which I'll go ahead and attach my sleeves here. You can see here, you can attach your sleeves. So here is the coat sleeve, you see. So this is the essence. So I'll go ahead and attach it like this. I also attach this normal sleeve here. So after which I will insert my pocket, then I will shape the both side and then finish the down part. So that is all for this tutorial. There is no big deal. All right, so after that, then our dress is ready. You can see it's very easy and simple. Join your two shoulders, finish up the neckline, then attach your sleeve, then attach this other sleeve. But before then, you finish your sleeve, use a bias one to finish it up. If you're also using a lining, it's the same way. You cut your lining, you turn it down, everything is just the same. So it's very simple. So after that, you go ahead and attach your sleeves, then shape the side attach your pocket and finish the down part. So I'll go right on the sewing machine. I will do all this thing, then I will show you the finished look on the mannequin. So thank you so much for joining me on this tutorial. Bye. Okay guys, so this is the final look. As you can see, this is the final look of our asymmetric flare dress with a coat sleeve. So this is the final look guys. So you can see the coat sleeve. So this is it. You can also put a belt on it. Okay, so you can even put your belt. You can see you can use your belt to hold the flare. So this is the final look guys. Okay, we have come to the end of this tutorial guys. If you like this tutorial, please kindly give it a thumbs up, comment, like and share. If you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe and hit notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much guys for joining me on this tutorial. Bye.